Family, welcome to the channel. Via PayPal, somebody sent in a donation recommending Paulo Nutini. And I love saying that name, even though I've never heard the song by Paulo Nutini. I love saying Paulo Nutini because I think I'm mastering that accent. I was listening to I was watching Narcos, that Netflix series about Pablo Escobar. And whenever they talk to Pablo, they call him Paulo. Paulo. So, yeah, look, anybody who wants to recommend a song, even though of course, I can't get to every song that's recommended via PayPal because this channel is not a jukebox. If you're willing to support the channel, 80% of the things that we play on this channel are from those PayPal requests. Also, if you want to go into the Patreon, that's the vault. Things which are unreleased on YouTube or, which YouTube has copyright striked or like banned or anything like that, that's going to be in the vault. Feel free to access that. Both will be in the link below. Without any further ado, Paulo Nutini. I like that vibe. Jazz bar vibe.
We are proud individuals living for the city.
How does he sound like that? My brother Black Pegasus always gets on me by judging books by their cover. And it's not like I looked at him and assumed that he couldn't sing, but to sound like that, I mean, he has soul coming out of his ears. I need to hear that again, buddy. Please cook. I'm listening.
Individual.
No, I want to hear the whole thing, buddy. Come on now. Come on.
We are proud individuals living for the city. But the flame couldn't go much higher.
Guys, it kind of reminds me of Stevie Wonder's Just Enough for the City. Living just enough for the city.
We find God and religions to paint us with salvation, but no one, nobody can give you the power to rise over love and over hate. Through this iron sky that's fast becoming our mind.
Yo. He says we use religion to paint salvation over us. I forget the exact line, but he's like, look, I mean, religion is all fine and good. And I think it was Karl Marx who said religion is the opiate of the masses. I don't think that he was criticizing religion or calling all religious people dummies. I think they're making a very similar claim here. That it's like, use religion, believe in God, worship God, dedicate your life to something higher. That's all great. But don't get confused. Don't get it twisted, right? There is a tragedy about being human that has to be embraced and not obfuscated over, right? I love that line so much that I have to go back to it. Listen, if I rewind, it's probably because I'm spellbound at the vocals here.
Nobody
Yeah. Talk about salvation.
paint us with salvation,
Right.
but no one, nobody can give you the power to rise
fear and into freedom. Guys, I mean, listen, I mean, as a religious person, so I don't want to paint him with a, too broad a brush, because he's really speaking a deep truth here. I think the only freedom is found in kind of relinquishing the identities that we all depend on. We all kind of depend on the past and the future to paint this kind of false picture of who we are and our responsibilities and the responsibility to us that the world has, right? I think genuine freedom comes with a relinquishing of all of that ego, right? I'll let this man cook.
Dripping down the wall of a dream that cannot breathe in its harsh reality. Mass confusion, spoon-fed to the blind, serves now to define a cold society.
Confusion, spoon-fed to the blind. And what's amazing is we're blinded by things. By things, I'm talking about physical objects, mental objects, sensory objects. It blinds us to the reality that those are all just data compression tools, right? That the ego uses to keep us kind of trapped in a false identity, right? And that's just spoon-fed to the blind. It's like, oh, this'll help you, and, do this, and try this, and, just this mass kind of consumerism that kind of keeps us in what he calls a cold society. I'm listening to you, sir. I'm hearing you cook. Please cook, sir.
A cold society from which we'll rise over love, over hate, through this iron sky that's fast becoming our mind, over fear and into freedom. Oh, you just got to hold on. You just got to hold on.
See, listen, hear me out. Hold on is such a, it's an old refrain, isn't it? Hold on. It's like, why do they, when we're talking about the illusions, right, that kind of bring us down and that cause us to be depressed and fearful, why do they always say, hold on? Holding on, there's even this, a gospel song, hold on, help is on the way. Like, what are we talking about when we say hold on? I think, as a mystic, there is only one thing which is real. And it is not the illusion of separateness or the illusion that, being is determined by having, right? None of those illusions are eternal. They are passing away as we speak, right? The illusion of separation is dying right now. So the best thing you can do is to stop identifying with transient shit, right? That hold on is just like, look, the inevitable is coming, right? And that inevitable, in my estimation, is God, pure subjectivity, where the illusion of multiplicity vanishes, and when there's just one, right? I think we can feel that, and that's the reason we want to do good things for each other, is because when you do good for someone, you're treating two as if they're one. Compassion treats your suffering as if it's mine, right? Sharing treats my resources as if they're yours. Right? So we all just believe in this fundamental oneness. And so the artist says, hold on, just wait, right? I know it seems crazy. It seems confused. It seems like we're just going, off a cliff, but just wait. What's real is going to emerge, right? It has to, because it's all that really exists. Just recognize that what you're rising above is an illusion, right?
age of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Let us use that power, let us all unite.
And we'll rise, oh my love, and oh my hate.
Guys, and when he says, oh, my love, when he says, we will rise, oh, my love, he doesn't say, oh, my loves, plural. Oh, my love is one thing that rises over the illusion of many, right? We become one, right? I mean that literally.
Through this iron sky, this fast becoming all mine. Over freedom, into freedom, from which we'll rise. Oh my love, and oh my hate. Through this iron sky, this fast becoming all mine.
Above this iron sky that's fast becoming our minds. I hope I got the lyrics right because I don't have them pulled up, nor are the captions correct. We'll rise over the iron ceiling that's fast becoming our minds. Our minds are becoming this iron ceiling. Like we feel caged in. We feel like there's boundaries on what we're capable of expressing.
Over freedom, into freedom,
So do you hear how it just becomes a celebration now? This Selah moment, right, which is kind of this moment just to kind of reflect on the lyrics, you know, we're basically to the end. It's just a celebration, right? When he's like, okay, yeah, well, let's preemptively celebrate. That's what the good news is. It's already been won. The war has already been won. And we're the winners, right? Those who recognize that separation is merely an illusion, you can start celebrating right now. Because all there is to do is to tell other people that it's an illusion. Find word tracks to you know what I mean? It's like I'm participating in all of these, you know, debates and discussions and all of these things to try to kind of make my metaphysics position kind of come to light. Man, that was fire. Paulo Nutini. You know, I would have loved there at the end for him just to do that chorus one more time without all of the drums and the the guitar. I would have just loved him just to, you know, without any of the music. You know, that's just me. I love when that kind of outro or whatever. What is next from Paulo Nutini? Let me know.